Hello, my name is Mr. Lehmann, and I am the Assistant Band Director at LaPorte High School. I'm going to give you some tips on the audition music for LaPorte High School Band for 2024-2025. So go ahead and take a look at your audition music. Our tempo is 80, and I have my best friend here, Gerald. I named my metronome, and I'm going to set my metronome to 80, and he's going to play along with me. The tempo marking is relaxedly. So we don't want this to sound tense. You want to sound relaxed while you play it. Pretty self-explanatory. For the theme, it's marked mezzo piano, and it's a pretty easy theme. You have a lot of opportunity to express yourself and to do a lot with dynamics. At the end of measure 4, there's a crescendo, so you can't breathe at the end of the phrase. You need to find somewhere else to breathe. Play a good test note to make sure you play with a good sound. There's the theme. If I could do one thing better, I would crescendo it in measure 4 instead of decrescendoing. Now, let's look at variation 1. You start out piano, and there are a lot of different articulation markings and a lot of different dynamic markings here. You start piano, and you go to forte, so you should show us your full dynamic range. Let's try it. As you can see, I started pretty soft for piano, and then I got really loud at my forte. Every note that was marked with a dot still had good tone quality, but had space before and after it so that it was separated like the staccato marking isn't indicated. Look very closely at your tongued and slurred notes because we threw a lot of different responsibilities at you. In variation 2, you can get in a little trouble if you don't know how to count the triplets. Each beat is split into 3 components, and so you have 1, 2, 3 for each beat. So you can turn on triplet subdivision here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or 1 la-li, 2 la-li, 3 la-li. Either way, I'm going to do it without the triplet subdivision. I'm going to count this first. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Rest. 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1. If you can count it, you can play it. So let's play it now. Just look at the key signature. It changes in variation 2. I did well on that variation because I was able to count the variation before I played it. You will need to spend some time making sure you can count all the way through this variation. Now look at variation 3. There are a lot of 16th notes, a lot of different articulation markings, and a lot of different accents. So I'm going to say ta when I'm supposed to tongue, and la when I'm supposed to slur while fingering through variation 3, like this. Ta la la ta la ta 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 la ta la ta 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 la 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 ta la 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 ta la ta la ta 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 la ta ta ta. Rest. Ta la 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 ta 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 ta la 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 ta 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 ta. Now there's a ritardando marked in your last measure, which means you should slow down. So I'm actually going to turn off the metronome. Well, we'll see if I'll be able to turn off the metronome. But I will slow down from the metronome in that last measure to a point that seems musically to musically make sense. Okay, let's start variation 3. I'm okay with you playing a test note if it means you'll play with a good sound. As a trumpet player, I put vibrato on my last note. Every instrument except for French horn and clarinet should use vibrato when playing slower. If you know how to use vibrato, play with vibrato. More power to you. We can give you more points. If you don't know how to use vibrato, no worries. We'll teach you once you get to the high school how to use vibrato. Now let's look and do a full run of the theme, variation 1, variation 2, and variation 3. If you feel like you don't have a variation that you can play, let's say you can't play variation 2 or you can't play variation 3, then don't worry about doing those. We want to hear everything you can do. If you can play theme variation 1 and variation 3 only, then just skip variation 2 and we want to hear you on that. If I could make one change, then if you look at the second measure of variation 3, I tongued some notes that I should have not tongued. I felt like I played pretty well all the way throughout. I could have done more with dynamics. You can take some liberties with dynamics, especially in variation 2, where the only dynamic marking you have is mezzo forte. You might want to make sure that you have evenness of sound to where when you're playing lower on your instrument, then you play a little louder, and when you're playing higher on the instrument, you don't want those notes to sound harsh, so you play just a little softer. I wish you best of luck in preparing for this. Make sure that if you're turning in a video audition at the high school, that you take multiple takes and turn in your best work. And if you're auditioning in person for us at the middle school level, then we will happily listen to you if you need to try again or if you need to restart. We want to hear you play your best. So good luck. Make sure you're very prepared, and I hope this video was helpful.